Sweet hello guys. Hello guys. Live trading today, starting in a few minutes. So let's get into it.
Just clearly have a bit of bullish bias if you haven't looked at the MAC analysis. It's just a bullish bias all around. 1 hour, 4 hours, obviously. 50 minutes, 5 minutes, everything. So what we look for is a fake out to the downside, and then this is my entry, guys. This is my entry here. A buy limit. The value gap, sorry. A little bit early, actually. Sorry, guys. It didn't get filled anyway here, don't forget. But here's there. I had it wrong on my chart initially. A very nice structure break, very strong. I mean, this is ideally what we want to see perfectly. I just want to see this buy side. I don't want to see buy side swept here first before entry. I don't want to see that. I still got my limit order here. I think, so I don't like this now. It's a bit annoying. I'm actually setting up an ES here as well on this. I really, if I get this first, I'll probably take this instead. Because this hasn't swept anything, which I like. And NQ is running, and it's going to be quite far to go all the way here. ES could give us an entry here. We have a volume imbalance as well. Volume imbalance and a failure gap here. So there's a few PD arrays to kind of hold there. And obviously we had a breaker structure on this as well. So I am going to be entering on ES now. Well, I'm monitoring both of them, see what I get first, to be fair. Have cancelled NQ though, but I'll look back into entering if it comes first. So literally just monitoring back and forth. ES looks a bit weaker though. It's just that NQ, I just don't like that NQ has swept all these levels now. These, here's some equal highs here as well. Okay. God damn. Okay, no single pullback. You see here, none of these had a pullback here, guys. None of the candles there from first candle, no pullback. Obviously not gonna enter in the first two candles, because there's no opportunity whatsoever. Value gap came here, and a volume imbalance on ES as well. This one doesn't have any imbalance here, but well, in terms of value gap, it does not volume though. So value gap here, and then you can see never had any kind of pullback here. If you put it a little bit higher here, we would have actually got an entry, but we didn't.
There you go. It does break structure here actually straight away, but I think I'm gonna wait
just for that 1 minute candle. I mean, the break structure already happened there. Doesn't give me enough though. I want to see the impulse candle, which we need to wait one more candle to close. But this will be our entry here. Also got the order block here because we filled this invasion. Okay. All these targets here. Very good risk reward. There you go. This confirms it. And here. Perfect. This is the one we need to get. Come on. See the reaction here now. I'm gonna put my order in 2 seconds. I just want to see the reaction first. We confirm the fatal gap as soon as it bounces. I haven't actually put the limit order in yet. Market. What's the risk here? 5 point risk, 4 point. Let me just mark it. There you go, 4.25. So calculate your thing. Mark my. Fill the whole fatal gap here. Boom. Cool. Perfect. Fill the fatal gap here. I mean, the buy limit, I just didn't put the buy limit in time here. Could be playing in here now. Don't like this, though, sweep here. Not crazy sweep, but as soon as this bounces, we're going to enter. Fatal gap. Cool, nice. Okay, perfect. There you go. This is where I'm in. Pretty much add the same entry here. It's a bit below actually for 1975. There you go. Offered even a better entry here on just a market order because I didn't have time to put in the limit order just on this, but it's the same thing. Good impulse move here of this extra confirmation. This actually gives a good risk to what it is. 5 point risk, what did I say? I didn't actually go for 5 points risk because obviously that was 5 points from here. We got a better entry. Come on, maybe. Oh. Potential 3R. Pretty much, guys, we tagged the out block here perfectly. That's what I was looking for. I mean, I was going to enter the buy limit anyway, just that it just flew past down. Might as well look for this confirmation. Pretty much this is pretty much the first trade of the day. Nasdaq did have the opportunity, which we didn't obviously miss because it was just after my ES mistake. I said cancel it, but I didn't cancel it myself. I mean, this might be the confusion for me in terms of live trading and managing my account. But as well as a rookie mistake from me, but you guys should not enter. So this is the first trade pretty much of the day. Obviously for me it's not second, so I'm down already. 1 minus 1 pretty much 2k down, just over 2k. So I'm looking to obviously get back into profit with this trade. I want 3R. What this does now, we had an order block here, and we had the fatal gap fill. This creates something called a intermediate time low. So I've been testing this out, this theory, back testing a lot. So for me now, because basically we fill the fatal gap here, inversion. So what we created is, well, first actually we need to obviously break through this inversion, not inversion, sorry, just a fatal gap, and then I'll probably confirm. But this, at the moment, because 1 minute is bearish, so we do want to see that confirmation first from the fatal gap, and that's when it confirms. So actually, yeah, I'm not going to count this as intermediate time low yet. After it breaks through this value gap, and I wouldn't want to see an inversion value gap, that would be obviously ideal, but it's whatever we get. So past this would be very amazing. Inversion value gap, just past this, literally just close above this, get inversion value gap, then that confirms our bullish structure break kind of thing. Because at the moment, if you look at this, you need to close below it above this, because what this actually has a high here, intermediate time high, because we filled the value gap here. If you haven't watched the video yet that I posted in one of the channels, actually I don't think I have, well either way, no I have, sorry, I have posted that, I'm not sure, I posted it yesterday though, so I'm not sure if you guys saw it, but pretty much this fills the value gap, and when it fills the value gap, when it fills an imbalance, whether it's volume imbalance, gap imbalance, value gap imbalance, when it fills any of those, it doesn't have to fully fill it, but at least enter it, like you can see here, this creates a higher time frame, intermediate time frame low or high in this scenario. But obviously we broke this again, but I want to see closure above and potentially a value gap as well. That's when we turn bullish. That's when we break the structure from bearish to downside. So obviously on 1 minute, if you just broke a structure here, if you just go buy off that, but here would be the actual confirmation, and then that's when we can start looking at these order blocks as well, because this is an order block here, and look how perfectly it enters. This is an order block because we filled a value gap. Well, we entered into the value gap right here, so this is an order block. We're just having the bearish scenario here. I'm not using just that, and then we've got a value gap here as well, and look how perfectly it respects that body. You see that? And we have like a bottoming tail here as well. So it's a lot of confirmations, a lot of things lining up for this entry. The only thing now we want to see is the switch in this inversion value gap potentially. Look at this. Look at this. Potentially we get this. Let's see. Okay. Goes above this, which is good. No, it didn't create an inversion of a value gap, obviously, but close enough, and we still got a little value gap here, potentially, that we create. So we just want to see kind of these value gaps and balances just create on these kind of moves up, every time we move up, we just want to see this create. It's about, not 1 hour yet, I don't think. Oh yeah, it's 1 hour. Yeah, it's 1 hour, guys. I'm gonna call this low here now. So this is intermediate time low now, because this filled the value gap, like I said before. We filled the value gap, so this creates an order block here as well. And look how perfectly it holds it, guys. Again, look at this. You see how perfectly it holds? This body? Perfect. And boom. And now look again. It's an amazing trade, guys. Amazing trade that we catched here. 2 hour nearly. Very nice trade, guys. No time to post in channels, this is just the main thing. Because I'm recording OBS, so all my fucking shit obviously is laggy as fuck, guys. Sorry. I can't post in text channels all the time. Because now I'm recording my screen from today. That shit's lagging the fuck out, everything. This coin is probably put it to break even there. Yeah. Let's break even, guys. I'm gonna long on this. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna enter. There. Can I get the entry? There you go. Got the entry here. Right there. This box here. Risk below the low this time. Long this. Don't care. I like this just because we had created this imbalance here, and then we've got the breaker structure and 2 minutes I believe as well. So I'm in long in this. Yeah, 2 minutes breaker structure here as well, which is what I was looking for. There you go. Along this bitch here of the order block here. This is the order block. Remember when I was saying fill the foul gap, and then this is the order block now. Actually, it's not even this, sorry. It's this right here. So this needs to hold it. Last century I take this today, I think. Doesn't play out, I'll probably be out for the day. Because like I said, we don't have the perfect hedge here. Obviously we're pretty much one break even. Well, for me I'm not, but you guys should be one break even here. So we have room for one more trade. And I have obviously room for 2 losers in a row. And that's when I call it a day. Boom. Boom, 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 come on. Alright, TP1 would be this. For 2-hour trade. Come on, baby, ruin this bitch. Ruin this bitch. Ruin this bitch. Ruin this bitch. Bojan, the TP is on my chat. As always. TP is on my chat. So let's see what happens then. And yeah, obviously we took it off the order block there after filling the Fowler gap. So now what we have here is, I'll just put in text here. Intermediate, lower, time frame low. Intermediate, time frame low. That's what we have here. Let's see how this reacts here now. We've got a little foul gap here that needs to hold. Potentially a new ITL here created here, this foul gap. See the reaction, and obviously you see this foul gap here. I'm not ignoring that, we filled it perfectly here. So it's not ideal for us. We want to see potentially enter this foul gap, which we just did. And now a clean, well we can enter more obviously, but fill maybe as well. And create this ITL, new ITL, and then get big bounce. Big aggressive bounce there. Like this, exactly like this is what I wanted to see. Exactly this, guys. So look how perfectly it tagged this. I'm telling you, this new thing that we've been backtesting here. Well, it's not really new. I kind of knew about it, but I haven't really used it. After filling the foul gap, this auto block creates here. You only use the body, obviously. And look at this bounce. Boom! Perfect fill here. Look at the fill here. Boom. Boom. Perfect. Crazy. It's actually crazy, guys. 1-1 again. Ka! Okay! Come on, baby, make this run. Foul gap. Hold. I need this move. I need the all move. Got out, but sorry, foul gap there as well. That I want to see invasion. Foul gap potentially great. Just now. Shouldn't break this, to be fair. I can adjust it break there. This is not even half a risk, so I can adjust it there, to be fair. 4, 5, 5. Stop loss adjusted. Depending on the reaction, I might even just make it break even there. Depending on the reaction, because it's 1-1, but don't forget, normally I 1-1, I make it break even. Obviously, I want to give it a bit more room to develop because the foul gap still hasn't entered. Maybe get a little bit down, which it shouldn't really even come back to our break even here, to be fair. The new order block there, boom, is this actually. This is the new order block now. Well, it's an order block if you just. This is just ICT's order block. That's what that is. Yeah, imagine. That's why you just keep a stop loss. No, not just a mental stop loss. That's why I never. Well, sometimes when we have like sweeps, where I anticipate sweeps, like you guys know, I've done that maybe 2-3 times altogether in live trading, where I keep it until it closes below. I literally don't have to. Like I don't do this every time because it's not good to do it every time, and I only do it when I risk like less than half of my normal size. I would never do it. Like I remember the 2 weeks ago Friday, I wanted to do it, but I was risking a lot. Then well, not full size, but I was risking more than 50%, I believe, and I was not able to risk below the high, which would have worked out. Would have tanked all the 3R there. We would have actually walked out with 3R, but literally when it came and swept us out from that entry on news on Friday, I remember I'm not sure which Friday it was, but it swept us out. And you guys remember, if I kept it, I think I would have been down at one point like minus 3k or something like that. And even if it went a bit more, I'll be down like minus 4k. Like that's crazy. That's why I never do mental stops. Mental stops, I never do. People say it's for mental stops, like not mental stops. The actual stop losses are for beginners and that, but it's all bullshit, guys. Just have stop losses. Just have stop losses, you know. If you want to succeed in trading, just have stop losses. None of this mental bullshit. I used to do mental. And lose a lot of money. I risk like 1%, end up risking 5% of my account. So it's like the risk reward and risk management just goes out the window, straight away. This is a new order block there, though, to be fair, just an ICT order block if you just count as an order block there. I'm gonna probably make it break even here. Yeah, I'm gonna set it to break even. I mean, this is a good low here. It's just because obviously, well, we have one break even trade. I have though 1 loss and 1 break even trade. I don't have this one thingy. And even if you guys didn't cancel it as well, you'll probably be down as well. I can't even speak. So I would just want this 2R and be out. All I want is 2R here on this trade. Last trade again. This again, if you secure 1-1 here again, and the last trade again, we would have been 2R up, but it's like, it's crazy. I'm not gonna do that in the long term. Sound okay though. This makes the stop loss more. I'm just gonna make it break even now. fair gap has to hold. I mean, if I take a break even, I might come back in PM session. I mean, these break even trades, I mean, we read the market perfectly. Just that it just doesn't push up higher than 1-to-1. Clearly, 1-to-1, if you secured it, like I keep telling you guys, it's 1-to-1. We could technically, what we could do is do high win rate and just secure 1-to-1s, you know, which normally hits 1-to-1 at least. It'd be like 70% win rate, but in the long term, if you count it, I would lose money. Well, I mean, make less money than. It still works like 1-to-1. There's a lot of people who do 1-to-1s and that, but for me, I rather, like I said, I prefer 2-3 hours lower win rate. I don't need to predict the market 70-80% of the time to make money, because with 1-to-1s you need to be 50% win rate on the dot. In the last few weeks we have not had 50% win rate. We probably had around that, a bit lower, 40 maybe. This year we had just over 50% win rate, but over the last month or so we haven't had that big of a win rate. But we're still coming, like last week we made money, nothing crazy, but we finished green last week. Nothing crazy, obviously. I want us to finish very strong this week though. Hopefully, if this gives me a 2R here, I finish on +1R for the day, you know? And you guys probably be finishing at +2R for the day. Well, unless you didn't cancel the orders, me as well. So you'll be finishing at +1R as well. But there you go. We just put in this value gap here. Let's see how this... we just entered the value gap, and now let's see how this next panel closes here. I could secure 1-to-1 here. Not 1-to-1 yet.